say prr, don't mama, and yet 2024 elections, let's just say, and Yasim Kuma. Now, and right after the elections, on 23rd of December 2024, Anna, near your friend, a year in Sala, Daniel, on where NDC parliamentary candidate, or challenge a year the results in Pandai constituency. Ni nyina say was say ene ma bi anko yi na one eye yisi no one na adwene no enko bankrum if you say 41 police station collation bi omo ye ene decisions bi a onom efaaye no ade a ekoti a ono a oye NDC parliamentary candidate ene sa time na Matthew Yindam a ono na currently oye Pandai MP no na ono so na wo bose muntoma na nda kufado muntoma MP bi na che say wadi nkunimu a wo bose che say enyasim kuma na o the case ni kwadane Tamale High Court na emu no ana eno kwa na MPP for aba challenge say time of file case no enye sa time no December 23 2024 yi omo nya no na of file case no earlier this year ehon sensem no sorry na this year November 2024 ana Tamale High Court ruling say there has to be a rerun by minority for sorry omo so ngoti kwa pai adan rerun no wonom enye if we say ruling the High Court judge in Tamale by no wonom ebonyu so adan omonim ne NDC for no aye kanana ansa kra na ruling beba na NDC for no enim ruling beba enti onom de wonom ebo enyu so na sa ensemi ana Solomon Owusu a director of communications for United Party was say NPP for mobowa NPP for mobowa was say mutwimu ne betene ye pe sa elections no mo be ye was say o ma anya wono a Solomon Owusu was say o be siw NPP for hwe was say ka say na mo ye Tamale Central no sa na mo be we and one twe na enumu no we ni ensem ni bia okan
And I've said somewhere that I am ready to sue the New Patriotic Party should they withdraw from these elections. The last time in Tamale Central, they got away with it. We are practicing democracy. It's a win or lose. It's not any time that you go into an election and win. They must go into Pandai and contest. If they win, hallelujah, I'll be happy for them.
But will you file a candidate?
No, our party had not. We haven't gotten our final certificate. We were not part of the last elections. We would have contested. There is no seat in this country that election 2028 we will allow it to go. You have been running away from elections. Tamale Central.
So they have to contest.
No, if they don't contest, I will sue.
They are holding the seat.
No,
so if there's a rerun, automatically they should win.
Yindam has given up.
3,000 plus.
Oh, no. Look, if they don't get the way they will give them that gap.
When did you, so there was something that you just said that actually caught my eye. And you said a situation when you were going to court, when they started, somebody told you that it won't go your way, and you prepared your appeal. A similar thing happened, and then lawyers too are saying the same thing. They're also saying that they also got intel that it won't go their way, and that they had their appeal in their pocket. I am saying there is something happening here.
Okay, so what they did say was that they made a claim that on the day of the ruling, the regional minister came alongside supporters of the NDC.
Good. And the same thing. And
but is it not logical that if you're a legal team and you feel that it's not
the what they didn't tell you is that the current Northern regional minister is our regional chairman.
And he's the regional chairman
the regional chairman elect of the NDC for Northern Region. And the co-combat by trial. Just as Yindam and in Salah, you understand. So they went there to give support moral
today,
support.
No, I'm saying today he's calling support. The point I'm making is that, but he made a point. I want us to see.
No, so I didn't see the
his
reason why
his argument was
the
that,
whole idea
his
that they
argument
were.
But
was
you
that
want
in
to
this
even
case-
ask you whether you're going to win. You say you don't know.
His argument was that in this case,
Everything
he
about
carried his appeal in his
MVP, you are
pocket.
now running away from
This guy
MVP.
too kept his appeal in the pocket. Why are lawyers carrying?
If you are running away from MVP, come and join the United Party and you'll be free.
And na solo nani abere papa na on this case already on the floor of parliament and after say court edit ruling by and there was debate on whether the seat should be declared vacant. If we say court edit ruling aba so the ruling aba dia na obi a challenge there, then what is the next step? Now there was debate on a year Martin Yinam whether say obe vacate parliament and also vacate. But a year speaker Sumana Babin say, well, let's give some days. If he say and yes, Samri ya mo kan no an na say ya vacate enti o ma some days. But as we speak there, that seat has been vacated. I just say obi en one one ote sa case no so. Now already no match mu di enti a union MP before almost onom edwane e dey free this particular elections. Now on this same issue the rerun is set to happen between 30 days from when November 24th. Tamal High Court every ruling by enti say somewhere December bosumi 20 to 24th. Ahona rerun no sign ebe take place. Any mmabunu ne mabawa on wo pandai say he yempene so na yempene so china ye de nim no matu yindam if you say ono ne yeto aba e de ma no enti without yindam ye nto aba. Now continue from there no Zipline issues ene obia abono just a beda obia eka bi na se mo beka ya in 2018 ana Zipline Technologies His Excellency Mahmoud Baumia Mama Excellency Satem no vice president. That is why me according that respect Vice President Mahmoud Baumia as part of his digital Ghana agenda and engage Zipline Technologies. Now their main function they say they will do deliveries with this particular drone services. Now they know be say areas what Ghana how to reach a bit say anomanje ne brahabebo me ne nkrasi te say mansusu bi nso mansu adubia chese ba bia edene pan say car ebetimi yakọ no. Those were the places according to the contract na onum beko say what chance on the report the contract the feno take or pay type of contract. Now in this contract near abandon say whether Zipline Technologies one deliver certain volumes of material well the government will still have to pay a fixed amount. Edi enoni enhye Zipline oni abandon ko any other time NDC for no opposition there are popular figures like Hanabisiwa no NDC women's organizer. I was saying ade we are MPP abano Zipline Technology almost omo de deliver drone no enya no kore na ade ya omo do be kura no omo de ko na omo de akohwe emanfo ho enti sa asem we be asem kese papa yenya NDC for communicators bibria the likes of Sami Jenfikura almost commenting on this particular issue. Na issue asan ba biem na wotwi mu ana the health minister Owura Kwabena Menta Akando was one Zipline engagement ne ene san ya was enema bi aban no ene Zipline Technologies ekoye no e was o mo hwehwem no mo review some of the things na onum su say at the time na was o mo deliver no. Those were not the things no mo deliver enema bi ti say condoms ne just say enema bi onum su say ehu nya enka contract no na critical items medical items ankasa na wo say wono deliver na enye no mo deliver but say ukọ Zipline for nso ho no mo wo mo country director Kwaku Meki wo say ye adwuma ye die no ya serve country no and ya serve over 10,000 lives ya making over 450,000 deliveries and the assemble na honorable Minta Akando okay enti ni omo kan de enim enti on City FM and access CCTV ana Dennis Miracle Aboagye A2 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or Kasan was it Ghana for Yumbe no ayentine mebiase say ye te Zipline or mudu media or mudi nasia ankaye nka ensem na ye ka no was it ankaye de sa propaganda no ebeton chain na ye hwadwuma so a Zipline edi na enipa bebre ka omo ka efa ho no omadwen ye om say ye ka Zipline na the substitute for hospitals. Was it there be Zipline? It is delivering essential life-saving equipment on CCTV.
Let me say fundamentally, there is no substitute to Zipline.
Really?
Zero.
Really?
Hospitals, building hospitals is not a substitute to Zipline. Having medical stores is not a substitute to Zipline. If you want to understand Zipline in its basic terms, probably look at it as an ambulance in the air. That is probably not carrying human beings, but carrying the medication to the human being that is under duress. You see, there was a time in this country where snake bites were killing people.
Sure.
Just snake bites. There was a time in this country where maternal mortality rate was so high, simply because in the middle of the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., when the woman is I mean, like they say, water is broken, they need blood. And where they are, blood is not readily available. And people were dying as a result of that. And these and many more are the reasons why Zipline was introduced. Remember also that in all of these conversations, there are multiple things that connect to it. So, before I even come to all the other issues around it, I want us to establish the fact that there is a background to the establishment of the Zipline drone system. And this is not politics. This is human lives at stake. This is the health of our country at stake. Fast forward, when Zipline was being introduced, people actually played politics with it. But still, I insist, those things for me are still not relevant. Because my view is that if the person doesn't understand, the person is free to have those kind of conversations. So I remember when Zipline was being introduced, people said that it will capture videos of women bathing and all manner of things. So if the same people come to office and they go after Zipline, I understand. But I'm 100% convinced with what I've seen with my eyes, my experience with Zipline, that these people really do not understand what Zipline is. And so they say, why are we spending 170 million on Zipline when we can use it to build hospitals? Ignorance. And I'm begging the president, and for me, I'm glad Hamza is here. I am begging the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Mr. President, do not listen to your health minister. Do not listen to what your party people are saying. Do not endanger the lives of your citizens. Do not risk it simply because of propaganda, because of politics, and probably because of procurement interest. And now listen, we need to establish certain facts. And of all the things you will discuss this month, trust me, none is as important as Zipline.
Really?
Because if you understand what Zipline is and understand what Zipline does, you would realize that it is something that we should not even be discussing it and treating it the manner in which we are right now. First of all, I hear the conversations and I can easily point out the absolute ignorance of what really Zipline is by a lot of the people making the commentary. People assume Zipline is just a substitute for unavailability of hospitals and health facilities. People assume Zipline is a substitute or just an alternative for unavailability of drugs in these hospitals. And so I hear people make the argument of if the drugs were available, why would we need Zipline? Instead of having Zipline, why don't you build hospitals? Why don't you? And that straight away tells me that, honestly, sincerely, they do not understand. And for me, I think that one of the responsibilities we have is to also make sure that it is explained very well so that people can make informed, commentary about it. I've heard a lot of people, and clearly you can tell. Because immediately you are discussing Zipline and you talk about building hospitals, you talk about availability of or supply of drugs that I know you don't understand what Zipline does.
And so I also had to say, Zipline eba afoforo no saa ene manfo ka ho a ene agandam ekeka ho ye ho propaganda saa na isanze na manfo ente Zipline dwumedi nankasa asinti no ene ma wo keka ne omo ye ni to no de ode adesrede ene eto His Excellency John Dramani Mahama anim se opana chew ma wontie ne NDC communicators ene ne yefo soldiers no kan na mom oma Zipline for enyo madwuma if we say posterity or judge His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say utimi e ma maintain this particular contractor but NDC for no say eni be wo no ma ankoye nti also review no mo hwe na wo no eye ne ye e bi di say ene mankasankasa wo so wo deliver no well according to Honorable Minister for Health was say eni ma bi wo no mo a entwa ye condom ne enye fine sa abusia aha Island TV Plus and your first time you say always subscribe no wa share no like na afro so enya video ni bi e de ahwe